Please stand to welcome our graduates. Welcome, and please be seated. Good morning. I welcome our graduates, family members, and our faculty here on stage to the Case Western Reserve University Masters of Science in Anesthesia Diploma ceremony for the class of 2025 here in the beautiful setting of Massa Stone Chapel. I'm Stan Gerson, Dean of the School of Medicine, and I'm delighted to be here with you to help celebrate this momentous occasion. And graduates, congratulations to each of you. First, I want to recognize that our school has the honor and the privilege to help coordinate MSA programs in Austin, Houston, Washington, D.C., and right here in Cleveland. Thank you to our graduating students who are coming in from those cities to join us today. Your spirit and engagement for this remarkable program is certainly appreciated, and it's an opportunity for you also to get to know each other from the other sites. We also have a webcast for some of those who can't join us, and that'll be online right now. So if you have families or friends and even an occasional graduate who can't be with us, they'll be able to follow along. Each of our graduates has done an incredible job to get here to the point of graduation from a whole variety of different backgrounds and perspectives, and they've certainly relied on their family, friends, peers, and our faculty to help them through what is a pretty rigorous education process. And I'm delighted to have had the honor to have visited each of the sites and to see the enthusiasm that each of you has had in your engagement and focus on your future and now current profession. I'm intrigued at how many different backgrounds you actually come from, some from clinical research, medical physiology, maybe undergraduate programs in biochemistry. Some of you have worked before you made the decision to join in this field. As certified anesthetist assistants, you often play a pivotal role at vulnerable points in each of the patients that you care for. And you've received remarkably versatile training that allows you to immediately take care of individuals across the age groups in various clinical and hospital settings. And I'm very comfortable that you are quite ready for that unexpected moment, which in your profession happens more often than you might have imagined. And when I talk to our anesthetists and anesthesiologists, I'm reminded about how important you are in their sphere and how they are looking forward to your joining their teams. Our goal here at Case Western Reserve and through your program directors is to train our MSA students to be some of the best anesthesiology assistants in the world, and we are very comfortable that you are at that level. In fact, the enthusiasm that I see in your group year after year makes me jealous because we have many different programs in the School of Medicine. This group is always the most enthusiastic. So as you embark on your professional journeys, I want to remind you, never underestimate the power that you have in offering empathy and compassion to your patients. I recently learned amongst our surgical colleagues that they do a preoperative empathy timeout, a time to get to know patients for a few minutes before they undergo anesthesia, whether it's local or systemic. And each day it's essential to make sure you understand the patient that you're caring for, something I'm sure you've learned throughout your education program. Now, our MSA program is something that we're incredibly proud of. We're one of just 2 legacy programs in the country, a profession that started in 1969, and we look forward deeply to your success. Keep in touch with us, your colleagues, those who trained you, and we'd love to hear from you as time goes on. I'm now going to turn the podium over to a familiar face for all of you, Shane Angus, the Executive Director for the Masters of Science in Anesthesia program at Case Western Reserve University. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Dean Gerson. Good morning, everyone. Graduates, great to see all of your faces. The families and the friends and, of course, the staff who just do so much behind the scenes to make everything function on time here. I'm Shane Angus, and I'm the Executive Program Director for Case Western Reserve School of Medicine, Master of Science in Anesthesia program. I'm very proud of that position and role. It's quite a privilege to serve in. It's an honor to welcome you to this ceremony, graduates. It's truly an honor, really it is. A moment that you have helped really earn and made it your own. You've really done it by really surpassing all of our expectations. We have high expectations, as I know all of you have come to understand. The rigorous expectations in the classroom, in the OR, and importantly, in the community. Class of 2025, you walked in 2 years ago, with very impressive applications. I think your friends and family probably know that, but we were incredibly impressed with them. But today, you are going to walk out with something what I consider quite rare, and that is the judgment that's been honed under pressure. You learned the practice of anesthesia. There's 2 parts that we revel in, the science and, of course, the art. The hidden part, the challenging part, the rewarding part. You kept the room steady in your training. You also reassured each other in those challenging long days, those hard days when you left and weren't too sure what was going to happen next. We all have them. You studied each other. You also reassured and had reassurance from your family and your friends and, of course, us as well, all with supportive words. Across all of our locations, all 4 campuses, and over 100 clinical sites, that's a lot, you showed that geography is merely a coordinate on a map, that collaboration amongst each other, not location, defined your success. I have a quick request, that is, keep the habits that you learned here. Prepare, as you all did very early in the morning and very late at night, like clockwork. The request also includes that you speak up early and you never confuse humility with hesitation. Patients won't remember the dose of sevoflurane that you provided to them. Well, I mean, they shouldn't, right? They're not supposed to know. However, they will remember that you listened. Surgeons will not know your simulation final exam scores. I know that's triggering for a lot of you. It's a pretty challenging space to be in. However, they will remember that you voiced concern when the plan went off course. The anesthesiologists we work with, they will not quote your induction time. I know we all feel that pressure sometimes. They will remember that you anticipated the next step while everyone else was staring at the monitor. So, be kind, be curious, serve first, and use that reflex that we hope you delivered here and developed here. How can I help? This will serve you and your patients better than any single skill you learned here. With that, it is now my incredible pleasure to introduce my friend and colleague, and honestly somebody who I esteem and look up to tremendously, Dr. Karen Hagberg. As Senior Vice President and Chief Academic Officer at UT MD Anderson Cancer Center, she oversees faculty development, academic wellness, and education of one of the world's leading cancer centers. Her past posts include Division Head of Anesthesiology, Critical Care, and Pain Medicine at MD Anderson for nearly a decade. And of course, she was the Chair of Anesthesiology at the UT McGovern Medical School, where our institutions and professional partnerships began. As past President and Executive Director for the Society of Airway Management, Dr. Hagberg literally and actually wrote the book on airway care. She brought high-fidelity simulation into training back when it was not vogue. She was also a mentor of countless clinicians worldwide. She prepares NASA astronauts, right? Like, that's incredibly cool. Who does that? She prepares NASA astronauts on in-flight medical emergencies and has earned multiple national awards and teaching mentorship awards. She embodies a blend of skill, scholarship, and service that we aim to instill in each of you that walk across the stage today. Please join me in giving an incredibly warm welcome to Dr. Karen Hagberg.
Wow, what an introduction. Thank you so much, Shane. Well, it is my privilege to be before you today, and I would say good morning, congratulations to the Case Western Reserve University Master of Science in Anesthesia class of 2025. Well, it is truly an honor and a privilege to stand here before you as this year's commencement speaker as we celebrate not just a milestone, but a moment that marks the exceptional dedication and resilience each of you has achieved. I feel a similar sense of pride and responsibility in my role as Chief Academic Officer at MD Anderson, where I have the great fortune to work alongside exceptional faculty, students, and trainees who inspire me every day. 15 years ago, I was thrilled to help bring this incredible program to Houston. At that time, there was a growing need for skilled anesthesia practitioners, a need that has only increased with time. I knew that combining Case Western's outstanding academic structure with a rich clinical environment of the Texas Medical Center could offer students something truly special and make a real difference in patient care. Simon Sinek once said, "Creating something new is easy. Creating something that can last is a challenge." And I want to thank all of you, the Case Western team, the faculty, the staff, the clinical educators who helped this program not only succeed, but endure. Your program has made a meaningful difference in Texas and beyond. Although UT McGovern has now established an independent anesthesiologist assistance training program, Case Western has left an indelible mark on its foundation, one that will have a real and lasting impact on students and more importantly, on the lives of countless patients. Graduates, it takes determination, brilliance, and no small amount of grit to complete a program like this. Today marks one of life's most significant achievements and stands as a testament to your persistence and passion. It reflects the late nights, the thousands of pages read, and the countless connections you've made along the way. For you and for your families, this day represents the culmination of years of dedication, sacrifice, and hard work. You embody the hope and the progress our world needs. This is not the end, it's the beginning of your impact. To the parents, families, and loved ones here this morning, thank you. Your support has been vital. Graduates, remember, no one reaches a milestone like this alone. It's a shared accomplishment that everyone who stood beside you and believed in you. To the faculty and leadership, thank you for your tireless dedication to these students' success. Now, we all know that mastering medical knowledge and patient care is only part of the equation. True success in healthcare and in life also requires resilience, adaptability, and balance. We all bring different strengths and experiences to the table, but we all share a common goal: to become the best version of ourselves. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, how to be your best self. But before I do, I want to take a moment to speak directly to the profession you're now joining. The Master of Science in Anesthesia program here at Case Western Reserve University is without question the gold standard. It has set the benchmark for excellence in education, clinical training, and professional development for the profession. As newly minted MSAs, you are stepping into a role that demands precision, presence, and compassion. And you are ready. The anesthesiologist assistance model is uniquely powerful. You are core members of the anesthesia care team, bringing deep knowledge, clinical acumen, and a steady hand in every case. I've seen firsthand how MSAs elevate patient care. Your ability to integrate seamlessly into high-functioning teams, manage complexity, and center the patient experience is unmatched. I say this not only as an academic leader, but as someone who has spent her career in operating rooms. And I can say this with confidence: I would want an MSA taking care of me. I'm so glad that we now have MSAs at MD Anderson. Well, let me now return to the question of how to become our best selves, and I want to share a story. Like many of you, I arrived in a new city to begin my training with a suitcase and a dream. After graduating from college in 1982, I know that's dating me, but that's okay, my father never was one to sugarcoat things, and he said to me, "You're on your own now, kid." And that was that. So I looked up in the books, where's the most affordable medical schools, and they were in the state of Texas and California. So Texas seemed to be a little bit more doable with a more affordable living than California, shorter drive. So that's where I headed. I packed my clothes into my pea green Toyota Corolla sports coupe with rust spots all over it, and drove the 1,800 miles from my hometown in South Hadley, Massachusetts to Houston. And that's when I realized just how big Texas was. It took just 2 days to reach the Texas border from where I lived, and another full day to arrive in Houston. Just 33 hours in all. That trip was not just a long drive, but it was the beginning of a lifelong journey, one that I'm still on today. I never moved back to Massachusetts, but my father's tough love sparked a lifelong drive for me to become my best self. And you may be wondering, well, how do you do that? How do you become your best self? I don't have all the answers. I'm still a work in progress. But over the years, I've discovered 5 consistent practices that have helped shape my journey. and today I want to share them with you. To help you remember them, I've created a simple mnemonic. We love mnemonics. Grove. And you probably haven't heard that one before. I hadn't either. I made it up. But G stands for gratitude. Make time to be grateful. It's easy to focus on what's going wrong, but don't. Make time to appreciate what's going right. Even in the toughest moments, there's always something to be thankful for, a silver lining, a small joy, or a person who can make things better. Gratitude is a powerful force. It shapes how you view the world and how you show up in it. I also learned early on not to take people for granted. When I was 16, I lost my mother to a stroke caused by her cancer diagnosis. And at that age, I wasn't particularly grateful. I'm sure those of you who have teenagers in the room, you've seen that yourself. But nonetheless, I deeply regret that, so I urge all of you to say thank you often. To your family, to your friends, your patients, your colleagues. Everyone wants to be seen and appreciated. You never know how much a simple thank you can mean to someone else. So R stands for relationships. Build and nurture connections. You don't need to be everyone's best friend, but human connection matters, especially in medicine. Be kind, be empathetic. Treat everyone the way you want to be treated. Medicine is a team sport, and your success will depend on how well you collaborate with others. I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't learned how to do that. Many of you have formed strong bonds with classmates and teachers. Nurture these relationships, stay in touch, support each other, and seek out mentors, and be a mentor. I can't overstate the value of mentorship. Mentors see potential in us before we see it in ourselves. Listen when someone taps you on the shoulder and says, "Have you considered this? I think you'd be great at it." I've had that experience many times, including when I was tapped to become Chief Academic Officer at MD Anderson, and I'm so glad I listened. It changed my life. O stands for open-mindedness. Keep an open mind. Sometimes the thing that you think you'll hate turns out to be the thing you love. I entered medical school determined to be a pediatrician until I realized I couldn't bear to see children in pain. Later, I met Dr. Betty Stevenson, the first woman president of the Texas Society of Anesthesiologists. To complete medical school, I needed financial support. As my dad said, "You're on your own now, kid." So I applied for a scholarship, which was under her stewardship. And she said to me when I sat with her, "I'll sign off on this, but only if you promise to try a rotation in anesthesiology." I agreed, reluctantly. The last thing I really wanted to do was work so closely with an anesthesia machine. I'm not a mechanic. You don't want to see me try to fix a car. But I would have promised her my firstborn child. I needed the money so badly, but I kept my promise. Well, I kept my firstborn child, and of course, and the two as well after that. But I completed that rotation, and it was an unexpected match. I went from someone terrified of needles, I mean a true phobia of needles, to someone who puts in lines for a living. Life surprises you. Graduates, say yes to things that scare you. Lean into the hard stuff. You'll be amazed at what you're capable of. V stands for valued habits. Shane mentioned habits. Build discipline and consistency. I love Admiral William McRaven's advice. Make your bed every morning. Small acts of discipline create momentum, and momentum fuels success. Success isn't always about grand gestures. It's about consistent habits. Sure, you can have your chocolate cake and binge on your Netflix. Sometimes I do. But be disciplined about your goals. Stay organized. Show up prepared. Frederick Alexander once said, "People do not decide their futures. They decide their habits. And their habits decide their futures." I believe in that wholeheartedly. And lastly, E is to embrace change. Step outside of your comfort zone. The only constant thing in life is change. Embrace it. Challenge yourself. Stay curious. Keep learning. Patience will teach you more than any textbook ever could, so pay attention. Challenge yourself to stay curious and committed to a lifelong journey of learning and skill building. All skills follow really the same principle. The more you practice, the better you become. And if you take a moment to reflect, I'm confident you'll see just how far you've come since the day you began your training. The world of healthcare is evolving rapidly, particularly today. It's amazing how things are changing. But your empathy, your humanity, and your commitment to excellence will always matter. Ruth Bader Ginsburg said, so often in life, things that you regard as an impediment turn out to be a great good fortune. Keep that in mind the next time you hit a roadblock. So in closing, remember Grove. G, practice gratitude. R, build relationships. O, stay open-minded. V, cultivate valued habits. E, embrace change. Graduates, just as trees in a grove grow together and they grow stronger, so have you as a class. You've surprised or supported each other through this demanding program. You've worked hard, sacrificed much, and earned this moment. And now you're ready to step into the world and make a difference. There's no limit to what you can achieve. Remember the passion that brought you here. Let it ground you in hard moments and fuel you forward. I'll leave you with one final thought. Every day you wake up, you have a new job to be better than yesterday. The future of anesthesia is in your hands. I can't wait to see the innovations, the compassion, and the brilliance you'll bring to the world. Congratulations, class of 2025. Now go out, grow your grove, stay grateful, stay curious, and wherever life takes you, never forget the people, the passion, and the purpose that brought you here. And if you forget everything else that I've said today, just remember, be kind, be brave, and always double check the IV. It's been an honor for me to speak to you here today, so thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Hagberg, for your inspiring and very relevant remarks this morning. My name is Dr. Leah Logio. I serve as the Vice Dean of Medical Education here at Case Western Reserve University School of Medicine. Congratulations, graduates. Very exciting day for you. Today, I'm pleased to have the honor of announcing the recipients of the MSA program's third annual Helmut Kaskorby Valedictorian Award. Dr. Kaskorby was the head of the Department of Anesthesiology at University Hospitals from 1980 to 2000. During this time, he oversaw a critical period in AA training, transitioning the program from a Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences to the Masters of Science in Anesthesia program we have today. Without his unwavering support and strong conviction of the need for more mid-level anesthetists in the modern OR, the program could very well have ceased to exist. Our MSA program network and the graduates before us owe him a great debt. Thus, in honor of Dr. Kaskorby's significant contributions to the MSA program at Case Western Reserve University and his long-standing commitment to the anesthesiologist assistant profession, the MSA program started the Helmut Kaskorby Valedictorian Award. The award includes a $1,000 prize given to the spring graduating student with the highest grade point average and clinical comprehensive exams from each of our locations. It is also our hope that the Student Award will serve to recognize the important and enduring impact that Dr. Kasgorbi has made on the AA profession and on the Case Western program. Two of our valedictorians could unfortunately not join us in Cleveland today, but we'd like to celebrate them nonetheless. From the Austin program location, Nicholas Saran. For the Washington, D.C. program location, Delaney Lebe. Luckily, our other two valedictorians are with us today. When I call your name, please come up to the stage to receive a certificate recognizing your impressive accomplishments from your program director. For the Houston program, Alex Sila. And for the Cleveland program location, Samuel S. Zander. Congratulations to our valedictorians and to all of our graduates on your many accomplishments these past 2 years. Best wishes to all of you as you venture forth into the next exciting chapter of your professional lives.
Good morning. My name is Matthew Norsha. I'm the Executive Medical Director at the MSA program throughout the network, as well as the Medical Director for the Cleveland location. And just for a few minutes, I'm going to go off the rails. I think that some recognition needs to be stated here. Earlier, we heard our guest speaker, Dr. Hagberg, give a very inspiring and thoughtful speech. Any organization should be honored to have her as their guest speaker due to her accolades and her accomplishments. But she means even more to the MSA program. And you heard some of the facts that were presented earlier about her and her involvement in Case Houston. I want to tell you a little history. Joe Rafisi and I were trying to put a program together outside of Cleveland back in 2009. We ran into some pretty significant snags. Then one afternoon, we were able to have a sit-down conversation with Dr. Hagberg. And by the time we left, we looked at each other and went, boom, this is going to happen. And by golly, it did. She helped us form Case Houston back in 2010. What does that mean? That means if we hadn't had that conversation with her, the vast majority of the people in this room wouldn't be here today, because she allowed us to get started on the growth of our network. So we really appreciate her, not just for coming here today and giving her a speech, but for everything she's done for Case Western Reserve University and the MSA program. So I personally thank you, and I can speak for Joe and the entire Case Western Reserve University. Thank you, Karen, very much. Now what I'm really up here for is to announce the MSA program Student Honors and Faculty Awards. Every year, a select group of students demonstrate a commitment not only to their education, but that of their peers. Their leadership takes the form of serving as student chiefs for their class, representing professional advocacy and legislative interests of their class and for Cleveland. Serving as representatives to the university's clinical graduate student organization, they truly are the leaders of tomorrow. Student leaders, please stand and be recognized for the important service that you have provided to your peers and to the MSA program. The success of the MSA program is based on the inputs and many hours of dedicated service given by a bevy of faculty members, both didactically and clinically. Every year, a number of residents, attendings, and anesthesiologist assistants are voted by the student body at each program location as having stood out for their teaching ability and service to the MSA program and profession. While none of these instructors could be present today, as they are providing patient care, we nonetheless wish to honor them with a round of applause for the important contribution they have made to the education of the graduates before you today. All right, I now pass the baton back to Shane Angus to lead us into the awarding of the diplomas.
All right. Well, at this time, we begin the presentation of pins and diplomas to the graduates. Families and guests, we ask that you please remain in your seats during the presentation. You may briefly stand up to take a photo from your seat if desired, but for security and safety reasons, the university requires that we keep the aisleways clear. We have fantastic, absolutely amazing professional photographers here today, and they will be sharing those photographs in the coming weeks. We thank you for your cooperation on this matter. Graduates, today you will receive not only your diploma in recognition of all the great work you've done, but you will also be receiving the School of Medicine pin welcoming you into the field as medical professionals and practitioners. This is an honored MSA tradition that we are pleased to continue forward with your class. Every year, we change the order, and this year, we begin, I hope no surprise, with Houston. We will follow then with Cleveland, Austin, and Washington, D.C. So let's go.
Good morning, everyone. Morning, class. Morning. Did you listen to the heart and lungs? Yes. A graduate is someone who meets university requirements for completing a degree, and each of you has certainly done that. That alone is an incredible achievement. You've put in the hours, the energy, the dedication, and the resilience it takes to cross that finish line. A commencement is the celebration of finishing a degree. But to commence is also to start something new, something interesting. It marks a transition from late night studying and long clinical days to new responsibilities, new challenges, and long clinical days. Still, I want to remind you that you're much more than just graduates. You're the leaders, innovators, and problem solvers, and now you're my peers. The knowledge that you've gained here is only one part of your story. The values, your voice, your vision, that's what you're going to make the world in the future. In your career journey, it's so exciting. It may be unpredictable at times, but it's full of potential and purpose. Whether you know your next steps or you're still figuring it out, know this: you are ready. Not just because you hold a degree, but because of who you've become along the way. Congratulations, graduates. This is only the beginning.
Good morning. My name is Robert Wegner, and I'm the Medical Director for the Houston program location of the Master of Science in Anesthesia program. Today, I have the distinct privilege to present the Houston graduating class of 2025. I would like to congratulate each of the graduates and welcome you into the honorable field of medicine. I am very proud of each of you for your hard work and commitment to serving our communities while our field is in the midst of a nationwide shortage of anesthesiologists and anesthetists. I enthusiastically welcome you to the anesthesia care team and look forward to seeing you succeed. At this time, I'd like to ask the entire graduating class from Houston to please rise and move to the right of the stage until I call your name to receive your diploma. Alex Sala. Mohammed Abdullah. Ryan D. Barada. Thomas R. Brazil. Roberto A. Flores. Stephanie M. Price. Uh-oh. Francisco E. Jimenez Pacheco. Kayla Carr. Ni La. Maireni Mundo. Mara Nisnissen. Kendall Lee Peterson. Please join me in congratulating the Houston class of 2025.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, that's so nice. They didn't used to do that before they got the degree, so. Good morning, everyone. My name is Carrie Twitchell. I serve as the program director here for the Cleveland MSA program. To our Cleveland students, you guys are kind of spread out a little bit, so I appreciate that. On behalf of the Cleveland staff and faculty, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for choosing us to take this journey with us. I promise I wouldn't cry. It's my first program director. Thank you. And thank you, Joe, for believing in me to do this, but really for you guys. So this is your day. It's been a wonderful 2 years. It's been fast. And I urge you to reflect on your time here and recognize the gift that's been bestowed you. Yes, you gave time, you gave a lot of money. Thank you, families. You also gave a lot of your heart and soul. But what we do is a privilege. Remember that every day. Patient care is a privilege. Take with you for the rest of your careers. And don't just be curious, be active. Be curious, ask the questions, and then do something about it. You have that ability, and we believe in you. From day one, there were a couple words that we told you, and I hope that you use this someday. I just want to be in your bookmark. One, how many piano tuners are there in Cleveland? Right? This is a question that helped you get into our program, and I hope that it lasts forever. Make your own question. 2, 10 things that require zero talent. Take with those and develop yourself. And 3, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. Neenan, we'll talk later. In addition to being curious, as I said, be active. If you are not at the table, you are there. You're on the menu, and you have the ability to steer this and guide our profession. You are our future. Do with this the best that you can, and always know that you have a family here, and you have a lot of resources now that go with you to the profession that is amazing and will house you forever. Congratulations, could not be more proud.
At this time, I'd like to ask the entire graduating class from Cleveland to please rise and move to the right of the stage until I call your name to receive the diploma. Yazin Adhami. Ryan S. Bracken. Kendra Claudia Brown. Catherine I. Burgess. Kelly Damon. Natalie Ann Drame. Hayden Douglas Erlander. Kaylee E. Kohler. Lauren Amber Lee. Megan Loney. Zachary M. Neenan. Leila May Oswalt. Frankie N. Pizzo. Jaden Sipe. Jane B. Snyder. Lindsay Thal. Ann Susan Thomas. Sophie Teegert. Kaylee Tingler. Madeline Traub. Christian Andrew Von Harten. Michelle Usick. Samuel S. Zander. Please join me in congratulating the Cleveland class of 2025.
Good morning. My name is Ty Townsend, and I have the honor and privilege of being the program director for the Austin MSA program. You'll be happy to know this is our very last time with Ty where I get to address you. but I'm also on a very tight clock, so it will not be very long. To the graduates, I want you to take a moment. I want you to rejoice in your accomplishments. You're here. You made it. For each of you, there were likely moments of frustration, periods of discouragement, and perhaps doubt. You were reminded throughout to trust the process. You fought back against the frustrations, and above all, you believed in yourself. Give some self-love and kudos to those classmates around you for a job well done. Go ahead. I also want to encourage you to pause for a moment. Look around. See where you are. See what your accomplishments. See that you're here. For most of you, you didn't just wiggle your nose and end up at Case Austin or at Case and period. For most of you, there was a bit of blood, sweat, and tears before you even received your acceptance notices. And every step of the way, there were those behind you, encouraging, supporting, praying for you to have strength, patience, and perhaps a little grace with yourselves. So, whether that encouragement is coming from across the miles, from those seated behind you, or from those looking down above, give a nod and encouragement to those that have been there for you. Go ahead. As we part ways, there are 4 reminders I want to leave you with. Words of encouragement, if you will. I want you to each continue to cultivate a growth mindset. Embrace curiosity, seek self-improvement, and learn from setbacks. Open your mind to new opportunities and notice possibilities that others may miss. Surround yourself with positive, optimistic people and reduce contact with those who drain your energy. 3, pay attention and be present to your surroundings and to the people that you meet. And at the end, take risk. Don't wait for luck to find you. Take action, even if it feels uncomfortable or risky. The more you engage with the world, the more likely you are to encounter serendipity. Again, to the class of 2025, your future is not purely random, but a combination of readiness, opportunity, and constant effort. Continue to believe in yourself and always know you are forever part of the Case family. Now, go out, make the world a better place.
Look at it right there in front of me. My favorite class of 2025. So I'm honored. My name is LD Herzog, and I serve as the medical director for the youngest Case Case Western Reserve MSA program in Austin, Texas. This is our 2nd graduating class, and we're so proud of them. And as an anesthesiologist, I just want to reflect for a minute, just briefly, on you, our students, where you are now compared to where you were just 2 short years ago. Your accomplishments are exceptional and staggering. And speaking for all of our faculty, we are so very proud of you. Gives our heart chills a little bit to see you at this stage. So at this time, I would like to ask our entire graduating class from Austin to please rise and move to the right side of the stage until I call your name to receive your diplomas. Nicole Albison. Teresa Baccaray. Catherine Barclay. Drew Britton. Victoria Davenport. Anna Grace Freeman. Elizabeth Kowalski. Austin Lee. Andrew Leo. There's a lot of giggling going on over there. Stephanie May. Connor Rademacher. Michael Rosalia. Min Shui. Catherine Seifert. Chloe Tarbox. Please join me in congratulating the Austin class of 2025.
Good morning. I am Daniel Pistone, Program Director and past Clinical Director for the Washington, D.C. class of 2025. Graduates, after enrolling in the MSA program, your path to graduation began with challenging coursework and intensive training that has led you to a high level of clinical competency and caring for the most vulnerable. Along the way, you encountered difficulties that developed clinical resiliency. And through these learning experiences, you gained skills, knowledge, and confidence to succeed as a safe anesthesia provider. As you know, patient safety is a core value of our teaching and learning. And I cannot impress upon you enough the importance of making clinical decisions that prevent patient harm and improve quality care. Each day in clinical practice, you will have opportunities to reflect these values that prioritize patient safety and continuous improvement. I am honored to have walked this path to graduation with you. Our shared experiences have influenced my professional growth as an instructor and director. As you leave the MSA program and begin your new profession, I encourage you to reflect on your relationships with other faculty, students, family, and friends who supported your growth and development that resulted in this achievement. Congratulations, class. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Faye Horn, and I have the privilege of being the medical director for the Washington, D.C. program location. I am pleased to present to you today the 2025 graduating class from Washington. Graduates, I am so proud to see your growth in knowledge in anesthesia, but also in insight on the fragility and resilience of life. I have enjoyed working together side by side with all of you, but also learning together how to take care of others. My goal for you is to always desire to improve and to keep learning for a lifetime. Congratulations on this landmark in your education. At this time, I'd like to ask the entire graduating class from Washington to please rise and move to the right of the stage until I call your name to receive your diploma. Ava Bell. Madison Philcorn. Max Hauser. Austin Y. Kim. Benjamin K. Orr. Madeline G. Rabideau. Eric Y. Shen. Alexander Waldron. Kareem Khalil Zaid. So please join me in congratulating the Washington class of 2025.
Well, I don't know about you, but my cheeks are sore from smiling. That was great. That was great. So it's frozen. I can't undo it. Having now received your diplomas, I now invite all of you to stand. All of you to stand, please, and turn around and face your friends and family. Wonderful. I'm sure you still feel that. You'll feel that for a long time. Stay standing. Stay standing. All right, so we are going to be reading the anesthesiologist assistant's oath. So graduates, the oath is located on page 24 of the blue commencement book. It's also in the program that was handed out for any faculty members or guests who are CAAs. We have several CAA guests that are here today that would like to stand and join in the recitation. And for the recitation, we will read it together in unison. And I will start in just a moment. I hereby solemnly swear in the presence of all assembled to carry out to the best of my abilities the following oath. I will strive to reduce the suffering of my patients at all times, and I will never use my skills to knowingly cause or for any wrongdoing. I will treat each patient with equal energy and respect their diversity, while safeguarding their privacy and honoring their right to autonomy. I will work to be an exemplary ambassador of the anesthesiologist assistant profession, and I will work to strengthen its place in the healthcare team. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2025. All right. So before we depart and officially conclude today's ceremony, you're welcome to sit down. Just wanted to get that. We love that song here. We love that song. It's like you can't help but tap, right? Before we depart and officially conclude today's ceremony and move on to the celebrations, just a few reminders and hopefully a couple of bits of helpful information here. So our reception is held in the Grand Ballroom on the second floor of the Tincomville University Center. So it's right across, it's a 5-minute walk from here across Euclid Avenue. Importantly, we have a full dinner buffet. It's lunch, but as we call it dinner here. It's available for our graduates and our guests to join in the celebration. Family and friends, please wait until the graduates have cleared out of the chapel before heading over. And this is a really important safety part. The Case Western Reserve University will hold the traffic lights momentarily for everyone to safely cross the street. A few last remarks. I would like to thank our Dean, Dean Gerson, for being here today and his continued support for the MSA program and its students. I also want to thank my mentor, Dr. Logio, our Vice Dean, another one of our staunch supporters here in the MSA program. And Dr. Hagberg, thank you so much for joining us here today. And thank you for sharing your words of wisdom. And I'm just going to groove the rest of the day, you know? All great advice to our graduates on the next steps for their journey. Thanks to the MSA Network team and all the faculty and staff we have here today. Just a fantastic job, as always. Really appreciate everything you do. And of course, always our Cleveland class that was rising that also were here today working as ushers. Lastly, congratulations to the class of 2025. We are, as you've heard so many times, we are so proud of you. All of us are. We cannot wait to see the care that you will deliver in the future, in the next couple of weeks and months, right? And the next decade and well beyond. Wonderful. Congratulations, everybody.